What's up everybody, it's your host Kurt Jagoon, and in today's video guys, I'm going to be looking at drag attacks again. I love these attacks guys. Ultimately, we're starting to actually see some variations of the mass drag or queen walk to mass drag attack. Now this attacking method here is going to be pretty standard, but if you guys remember, I've done that video on the Dragon's Reject attack, which uses 4 dragons to kill the enemy queen and sometimes the enemy CC. But this here is a more standard attack. It has your 6 dragons. Sometimes there's 7 in these attacks, but this queen walk is going to add a lot of power to this attack. And ultimately, this queen walk is probably going to be dealing with 2 things, air defense and CC. And I think that T-Pain is probably going to use the dragons more or less in the Dragon's Reject manner to deal with the queen. But I have not seen this attack yet, so I'm a little excited, and let's get it going. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm expecting the queen to go near the sea or near the town hall, and she did, and she ran into a huge problem, the Tesla farm. But T-Pain raged in time, and it's okay. And it's a great funnel here. As you can see, he's created the funnel for his queen. The BK is cutting off the funnel with a wizard. Oh, and this Quake set is beautiful. This Quake set has given T-Pain access to all 4 ADs. So now the queen only has to go in and start wreaking havoc. Now I'm a little concerned about this minion, but right now the queen is not about that life right now as far as that elixir pump. And there you go guys. Queen has got all 4 AD. Here comes the CC, but it's going to be no problem under rage. And really and truly, once 2 or 3 of those ADs go down, he can set his dragons free and let them come in to finish off the base.
Here we go.
And now the queen has taken out 2 AD. There's 2 more left, but T-Pain is out of rage at this point. So it's going to come down to queen's ability, and right here T-Pain has brought the dragons in, just like I was saying, right in on the queen kill. And ultimately, the queen phase is going to have to get the last AD down. And matter of fact, he's not even going to have to phase her, I don't believe. I think she's okay. And there's the last AD. He is going to have to phase her pretty soon, though. She is getting a little red. Oh, yeah, he phased her. That bomb would have took her out. Great job, T-Pain. Look at these balloons coming in. And this is an absolute crush. And guys, this is what I'm talking about with this attacking method. It is so versatile right now. Base designs are giving you the ability to use these types of attacks. So we're going to continue to look at some great drag attacks after this one. But just keep in mind each time that we watch one of them, the base design that's used on the attack and how they come in at it. So let's move on to the next attack. Alright guys, and I got another drag lunar attack right here by the Revolution. And let's take a look at this. Now as you can see, this base design will lend to the fact that you could queen walk all 4 of those ADs. But right here, this opener that the Rev has started with has me a little bit puzzled, to be honest. It's definitely, he's going at it a different way, but hey, we know the results, guys. So right here, as you can see, what he's doing now, I see it now, he's starting these dragons over, and they're going to start pushing through the base kind of slowly, and he's allowing his queen walk, which is going to take a lot of time to move over to those ADs. So ultimately, he's going to attack those ADs with the queen, but he, as far as a time thing, he had to get his drag started early. And let's just take a look right here. He's got the king down. King to king action. King's ability has been used. And the enemy king is down. Now the queen is still up at this point. So I'm kind of curious. I guess he's going to let the drags deal with her, because his king is to push. And I'm not really sure what's in the CC at this point. I think it is probably a hound with those 5 balloons to deal with one of those ADs, but I'm not necessarily sure about that. The queen is down though, so the plan with the drags work here, and he does have the queen's ability. And there goes that hound, as we were talking about. 1 AD left, and if he gets a really good pop on this AD, it's going to be really awesome. The drags are starting to sneak up. This max hound is going to take a ton of punishment. Now right here, La Revolution uses the queen's ability to just keep her up. He needs her for cleanup, and this base is wrecked. The hound didn't even pop, but it doesn't matter. La Rev doesn't need it because it was just too great for this base. Great job, La Rev. I gotta admit, I did not know where you were going with this one, but you did it, man. It was a great attack. Rose? You'll have to tell me in the comments, bro. But right here, as you can see, this base is a little bit weaker on defense levels, but ultimately it's a Town Hall 10, and it has to be treated with respect. The bows are close to, I think their max or close to max, but the Infernos are only level 2. So that's giving him a little bit of advantage, but the ADs are max, guys. So the ADs have to be dealt with here. The king is doing his thing, and he is tanking those wizards like a boss. And right here, as you can see, he's going to take out 2 AD with his heroes, and ultimately that's all he wants to do here. He doesn't care now. He's used abilities on his queen. He's going to use ability on his king, and it doesn't matter what they get at this point. Anything is good. So right now, he started his drags here. I'm just watching the other end because he's got 13 balloons. And I'm thinking he's going to do a little bit of what we've seen earlier. Maybe a haste and get 2 AD down. Let's just watch and see. Now he hasn't used any rages, and here there's his first rage. And there's a heal. And those, oh man, those drags needed that heal for sure. They needed that for sure. Are they going to get some value? Well, let's just see. Alright, so here comes a Lava Hound in the CC, and here comes these balloons, and he really needs to get some over to that side. And he's got another haste spell, and I think that is going to be especially for that air defense. And yes, it is. And guys, this attack is beautiful. Just look at it. Amazing. I'm going to speed it up because this base is broke. Man, beautiful attack. Wow, guys. I hope you guys have seen the power of dragons. And we'll take a look at his attack. And guys, pay attention to this base design. It's a little bit different, but just imagine it all put together with walls. We've all seen these base designs where all the AD is at one end. And these are easily accessible by Winning's Queen Walk right here. And so he's just going to funnel his queen. As you can see, he's already done. And the CC is pulled, and he's going to rage her. And that was a perfect rage. He's going to now he's going to engage the CC, and the CC is perfectly in the poison. I mean, this is a beautiful rage here. It's perfect. So right now, the queen's going to step up, and she is going to take all of these ADs with no problem. He won't have to rage here. It's just not enough DPS hitting her. And she should start breaking into the base at this point. Now she's going to walk out. How about that? The mortar. Okay, I got you. Alright, so he's starting the dragon funnel here. And, you know, he's just cutting it right now, trying to run them up this base. This is a lot of base to get rid of here, guys. There's a lot of work to be done here. CC balloons, fighting a sweeper. Yeah, this is definitely tough. But the queen walk is going to help out. The queen is going to walk into the other side of this attack as long as she doesn't run into too much DPS at one single time. Now he's lost half his drags to the town hall, and that is slowing down the push up in the center of this base. Alright, so he had to use the queen's ability, but luckily the X-Bow is trained on the dragons right now. But that could change any minute. Everything's working together. It's looking like super good. You know, fighting 2 sweepers, I really would have probably had my doubts about this attack. But Winning, man, you did it. You did a great job. Excellent plan. Great 3-star. Alright guys, and for my last dragon attack, we have got T-Pain, the guy that I call the Dragon Whisperer. It doesn't matter if it's baby drags or regular dragons, this guy knows how to rock those guys. I'm telling you, he works dragons. He's magic. He's like Caesar Milan with dogs, but he's like that with dragons. So let's roll on this attack right here. As you can see, he's got a shattered entry, guys. So I know he's planning on taking all 4 of these ADs down with this entry. Then he's going to drag the back end. It's not a whole lot there if you look at it. So he only has 5 drags. He only needs 5 drags. So look at this funnel. There's a lot going in on the front end of this attack. And it's all about funneling in, making sure that he gets, guarantee there's bowlers probably in that CC. So he wants them to get inside. The funnel is nice and clean, just like T-Pain thought. Look at this, guys. The rage, he's going to get everything with this rage. Boom. There's a CC poison. 2 more ADs to go, and it's going to be drag time. And here comes the drag. Nice, and he puts them in on the side, guys. He's going to make the base kind of squinch up on this attack. The base is going to start going, oh no, where do we shoot? They're everywhere. Exactly, that's what you want. So he has, I think he's lost a dragon already, unfortunately. I see a skeleton over there, but it's okay. His bowlers are still going. Look at this. Oh, it almost got the bow down. Not quite. But the drags are like creeping death here. Oh, man. He lost another one. But once that golem, if that golem will gather the tanking, it'd be really nice if you'd stop shooting the drags and start shooting the golem. That's what he's there for, buddy. So right here, unfortunately, the dragons did not get any tanking from that golem. But this dragon is, but the wizard tower ain't having it. He's going to take that dragon out. But the queen has finally stepped up and started becoming a useful part of this fight. So now I'm going to speed it up, guys, because you see it. There's nothing left to hurt these dragons. This base is a wrap. And T-Pain, you are the dragon master, brother. Great job. And guys, I hope you enjoy drag attacks as much as I do. I love seeing them. They're kind of scary at times. And sometimes you really risk a lot. You know, if you're in a war where maybe you got some guys covering you and you feel like you can risk it, I mean, I'd say go for it. But ultimately, you need a lot of practice with dragons. Dragons are kind of like an art form to me. So working with them can be a little bit tough. And that's going to be a project for me pretty soon. I hope to show you guys some drag attacks from Dragoon. So anyway, with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching these drag videos. And I am out of here.